taking us back to Saturday, and of course, we all know where we were when we got the news. That
we know where you were.
I know where I was. I was 90 feet away from that media riser. About 7 minutes into the speech, hearing a round of shots. Cracking.
Did you know?
Initially, I didn't know what it was, to be honest with you. But absolutely. I think everyone heard it. But I didn't quite know what it was because, we think of a Trump rally being one of the most secure places in all America.
We've all been to them.
Right.
We've all been to them. We got snipers, we got Secret Service, we got local police, state police, military. So that did not immediately cross my mind that that's what was happening. But about 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Can I hold you?
Yeah.
I want to do a little bit of the backstory here from two people I talked to here today that were at the event with you. And they said they noticed something right off, and I wonder if you noticed the same thing. You talked about the security, the lockdown. They said they're walking through going, they're not seeing the number of local police. They're not seeing the Secret Service in the numbers they normally did. And looked around and said, doesn't seem to be fully, enforced the way it was. Did you notice that same sort of thing?
I did, Steve. And walking from the car to the front of the magnetometers where you go through, we didn't see one police officer walking out in the parking lot.
That's strange.
It's very strange. And I would also say, you normally see a lot of just police activity in general in the area around around the immediate fairgrounds. I will say this: Butler, Pennsylvania was extremely crowded. I talked to one local guy that they have a farm event there every year.
Okay.
Based upon what he saw at that particular moment, there was at least 20 to 25,000 people there. That's a lot of people.
Wow.
And so how do you patrol
in a
that?
farm town.
In a farm town, a small Butler, Pennsylvania. How do you get enough law enforcement agencies to contain that many people?
We've been having this conversation all day. And the thing that strikes me is it's not something that typically is organized day of. They knew weeks in advance that this was coming. And so it seems to me almost to be an excuse. And I understand the questions, and the questions are going to continue till we get answers.
I saw a headline here just a bit ago. Secret Service says that the local law enforcement didn't do their job. I'm sorry. That's the Secret Service's operation.
That's your job. You were there to protect a presidential nominee. You knew he was going. How do you drop the ball?
You don't.
I mean,
you don't.
How do you drop the ball? I'm sorry. Again, I'm a layman. I'm not a professional.
And you're angry.
Oh, absolutely. I've got questions.
Right.
How does that happen? You knew weeks in advance. One would imagine that you secure the place, that you have a plan in place.
You have one job.
One job, and that plan has got to be to secure a building that's in the middle of the field. At least one would think that you would limit access to that building, or at least have someone on guard. It just seems to make sense to me. Again, and this is just coming from a casual observer's perspective, from a layman's perspective. I'd love to get your thoughts since you were on the ground.
Well, let's pick it up where you were. I mean, so it started, you hear the noise.
7 minutes, you hear the noise, and you're in disbelief that it's actually gunfire at a Trump rally, and then you see the water cannons stage left of President Trump go off. Now, come to find out, this is something they do in law enforcement to perhaps break up the line of sight if there is a sniper. It's water vapors in the air. I guess that has something to do with the sniper. And then you started to see obviously the Secret Service and appeared to be some medics as well. Maybe they weren't. To getting the president around the president on the ground, tackling him. Matter of fact, I found out that through a source that he does have, some bruising in this rib area, very sensitive, as you would think. If any one of us got tackled by Secret Service, we would feel it next step.
It's a dog pile in football.
It's a dog pile in football. Thank you very much. So he was on the ground, guys, it seemed like for about 2 minutes. It seemed that long, which seemed forever. And I got to be honest with you.
You didn't know.
We didn't know. At that point, then we figured out it was gunshots. And then we figured out, wait a minute.
He's down.
He's down. The president is on the ground, and by the look of the guys around him are standing up. Not necessarily, not everyone was on top of him. We started thinking for a second: Did we just witness an assassination on our president? Is he in fact dead? Because he was not getting up. But it was
a horrible sinking feeling.
Horrible sinking feeling, and so the crowd obviously is in shock of what's going on.
Was it loud or silent?
It was kind of silent because people just wanted. It was, on the most part, silent. People weren't leaving. They weren't filing out. They weren't scared of their lives. They wanted to know what was the status of Donald J. Trump's life. Now, when he emerged and he got up, the applause started to increase. And when he put that fist in the air and we found out, we got that visual signal that he was there. He was ready. He was ready to fight. that's when the crowd absolutely erupted.
What an American moment.
Wow.
What an American moment. And shout out to all those great photographers, Jabin from the Washington Post, Doug Mills from the New York Times. If those guys don't get awards for what they did as far as...
Well, they were running while the gunfire was still going to get the shot.
Yeah. Yes.
These are guys that have been there before. I mean, what a remarkable scene that was.
And a moneymaker, another phenomenal image there. Brian, I have to ask you, did you get down on the ground as well, or what was the crowd reaction right away?
Good question. The crowd did get down overall. You could see it in the bleachers behind the shooting. People did get down.
Did you?
I didn't get down on the ground. No, I kind of crept down to a certain degree. Now, our camera guy, he got down, and that's why you saw that we had a very static shot of the podium for a little bit of a time, because he was off his camera. We continued to look around, but it wasn't. I'm going to point something out, though. Once he got in the car and got that last effort of getting his fist in the air, it was interesting because the crowd instantly turned to the media and blamed them for what happened. They would say, it's your fault. It's all your fault. You did this.
It's not your fault.
Well, I would think they would. Wasn't my fault,
but I get the sentiment.
I'll tell you the frustration, because I was not in Pennsylvania during that time, so I was obviously scanning the news, and the headlines following that were extremely frustrating. Obviously, you have CNN, which deserves to rot. I mean, their headlines were horrible, but also...
Yeah, Donald Trump fell down.
Yes, that's exactly it. Donald Trump fell down, but you also saw other outlets reporting that there were shots fired. No, that was an attempted assassination on our president. That's exactly what that was, and the media wasn't even giving the full story during that moment.
Well, it's something else in Denver, where you spend most of your time, obviously. The Denver Post headline was gunman killed. The gunman was killed? That's your headline?
It just goes to show where our media... we talked about this morning, and I'm curious about your answer. I asked you this morning, now that you kind of had a chance to let this all sink in, your thoughts. Now that you have even more time, we've had 8 hours since our last conversation, let's say. Your thoughts about Saturday, now that you've even been able to kind of think it over and let it sink in again. Your thoughts now?
Still angry. I went from shocked to sad to depressed to anger. I'm still angry because this is the political environment in our country right now, and I think it was completely amplified by our media. Late night talk show hosts, people who constantly demonize all of us that are sitting on this couch. Have I gotten death threats? Yes. I've gotten a handful of very credible death. I've gotten letters to my house. I've gotten letters notes on the internet. I've gotten things shipped to my house. It's a very toxic environment. So I'm in that anger mode right now, but I'm trying to have a little bit of peace knowing that we've got to get our party. We've got the right candidate in place. God willing, he's healthy.
Yep.
And we're going to fight in the voter.
If I could just follow up really quickly. You're angry. Will a presidential speech, President Trump's speech on unity, is that enough to assuage your anger? Do you think that will be enough to assuage your anger on Thursday?
Well, perhaps. But what I want to happen is I want the media that has been pushing this type of narrative to just stop it. And you know what? Maybe we have it with Joe, Morning Joe, being Comcast, removing them. That makes me feel a little better because I think they now can acknowledge that they are a part of the problem.
They're across the line every day.
Absolutely. And next week they'll be back to the all shenanigans again. But I'm angry now. But I want accountability, and I think until some of these media outlets admit that maybe their narrative has been toxic over the last 4 years, maybe that my anger will go away. But
do you think they ever will, though?
I don't know. I mean, I know President Trump can come out and talk about unifying the country, but I want to see us win. It goes away when we win on November 5th.
Yep. Okay. I got more. My anger is with you had one job as to secure this event.
Absolutely.
Like you secure every event. We haven't experienced something like that since March 1981 when I was in high school, when Ronald Reagan was shot nearly fatally that time too. And look, Donald Trump looks this way or looks that way. It's a different outcome. We all know that.